ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। गुरवे गौरचन्द्राय राधिकायै कृष्णाय कृष्णभक्ताय तद्भक्ताय नमो नमः। यं प्रव्रजन्तमनुपेतमपेतकृत्यं द्वैपायनो विरहकातराजुभावो पुत्रेति तन्मया तया तरवो विनेदु तं सर्वभूतहृदयामुनियानतस्मि। अङ्गश्यामलिवच्छटाभिरभितो मन्दीकृते दिवरम् जाड्यं जागुडरुचिषा विदधतम् पट्टाम्बरसश्रिया बृन्दारण्यनिवासिनोर्दिलसदामाविदामोदरा राधास्कन्धनिवेशितो जलभुजं ध्यायेत् भक्त्या विहीनापराधलक्ष्ये सीताश्च कामादितरङ्गमध्ये कृपामयीस्त्वां शरणं प्रपन्ना वृन्दे नमस्ते चरणारविन्दम्। हा देवी काकुवरगद्गदयाद्यवाचा याचे निपत्य भुविदण्डवदूद्भटार्ति अस्य प्रसादमबुधश्च जनश्च कृत्वा गान्धर्विके निजगणे गणनां विधेहि। हा देवी काकुवरगद्गदयाद्यवाचा याचे निपत्य भुविदण्डवदूद्भटार्ति अस्य प्रसादमबुधश्च जनश्च कृत्वा गान्धर्विके निजगणे गणनां विधेहि। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे। At first I offer my unlimited obeisances unto my revered spiritual masters, ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजक आचार्य अष्टोत्तरस्थ श्री श्रीमद गौर गोविंद गोस्वामी महाराज and ओम विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजक आचार्य अष्टोत्तरस्थ श्री श्रीमद भक्तिवेदांत नारायण गोस्वामी महाराज and begging for their causeless mercy. Then I offer my unlimited obeisances unto the lotus feet of my Upanuga Gaudiya Guru Varga and begging for their causeless mercy. Then offer my respects to all the devotees assembled here according to their qualifications. So today is very, very auspicious day for all over the world, everyone, not only for devotees, everyone. Today is the appearance day of Lord Krishna. We have heard so many times so much Harikatha about Krishna. But we will try to glorify in brief, because today is Krishna's birthday. We already sang in Braj Kirtans so much mood of Krishna. We all released it. We released the vibration of Vrindavan and how Krishna's nature is for how devotees, Krishna's communication with the devotees. We know that Krishna is the source of all incarnations. He is source of everything, whole creation. Ishvara Parama Krishna Satchidananda Vigraha. He is the Lord of the Lords. He is the Master of the Masters. Everything is emanating from Him. Satchidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govinda Sarva Karana Karana. That Krishna Govinda is Anadir Adi. He is the origin of everything, and yet He has no origin. He is the cause of all the causes. This is Krishna. In Bhagavatam it is saying, Etecha ansa kadap ansa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. In Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami describing the different incarnations. So many incarnations. Kesava Dhuta Mena Sarira Kesava Dhuta Kachchapa Rupa Kesava Dhuta Vamana Rupa Kesava Dhuta Sukara Rupa. Kesava means Krishna. He appeared in the form of the fish incarnation, Matsya avatar, Kurma avatar, tortoise incarnation, the boar incarnation, the Vaman avatar. So many incarnations. Avatar hi asankhya. There is unlimited number of incarnations. But He is the origin of Etecha ansa kalapansa. Some incarnations, they are part and parcel of Krishna. And some are expansion of the expansions, called Kala. But Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. He is the Supreme Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Prabhupada translated like this. Supreme Personality of Godhead. God, only God is not. Many God are there. And the Supreme Personality of Godhead is Krishna. There is so many cause. In Harikatha, many times we hear this. So many causes are there, how reasons why Krishna appears in this world. We know in Bhagavad Gita, in famous verses, that Krishna himself saying this in general. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyutanam adharmasya tadatmanam srujamyaham paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya cha duskritam dharma sansthapanarthaya संभवामि युगे युगे, संभवामि युगे युगे, यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत. When there is discrepancy of dharma, if religious principles, they are in danger, no more people are following. If religious principle, dharma is in sankat, in danger, abhyuthanam adharmasya, to uproot the adharma, to destroy the adharma, tadatmanam srujamyaham, to nourish his own devotees, paritranaya sadhuna, to protect the sadhus, to destroy the duskritam, the demons, and to establish the dharma. Dharma sansthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. Millennium after millennium, in every yuga he appears. In different incarnations, Krishna appears. Although Krishna is saying that I am unborn, I am ajo, ajopi sanna abhyatma, bhutanam ishwarapi san, prakritim swam adhisthaya, sambhavami atmamaya. Though I am unborn, there is no origin of Krishna. The Krishna is born. He is aja, he is eternal, always existing. He has no birth. He is the Lord of everything. He is the Lord of all the living entities. But to perform the pastimes, he appears. Prakritim, how he appears? How he descends to this world? Prakritim swam adhisthaya, sambhavami atmamaya. By the help of his assistance of his own yogamaya potency, Krishna appears. Because Krishna's birth is transcendental. It's not possible that Bhagavan will appear. He is always there, eternal pastime. He does the birth pastimes. He appears. By yogamaya potency, yogamaya makes impossible possible. That is Krishna. He's saying, Bhagavan is saying himself in Bhagavad Gita, Janma karma chame divyam evam jo vetti tattvata. My birth, pastimes, my activities, my leela, they are divyam, they are transcendental. And those whose subject is transcendental, is beyond our material intelligence, material sensual perception. It's not possible to understand, inconceivable. The divyam. Evam jo vetti tattvataha. If one understands Krishna's transcendental nature, transcendental birth, transcendental pastimes, in truth, in tattva, tektva deham punarjanma naiti mameti socham. And he never takes rebirth again in this world. He becomes forever free from the cycle of birth and death. Now question comes, is this the only reason for Krishna's appearance or anything else is there? This is only external cause. But in Srimad Bhagavatam, in Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is the internal cause is mentioned why Krishna descends to this world. Not only for this, that somebody will get liberation from the birth and death, only to establish dharma, to kill the demons, not only for this. Sri Sukadeva Goswami is saying, अनुग्रहाय भक्तानां मानुषी तन्वाश्रितं भजते तादृशी क्रीडां या श्रुत्वा तत्परो भवेत्। अनुग्रहाय भक्तानां। And Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Sri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is explaining this. Rasika Shekhara Krishna Parama Karuna এই দুই হেতু হইতে ইচ্ছার উদ্গম। रसिक शेखर कृष्ण परम करुण। राग मार्ग भक्ति लोके करिते प्रचर प्रेम रस निर्यास करिते आस्वादन। दिस इज द कॉज। प्रेम रस निर्यास करिते आस्वादन राग मार्ग भक्ति लोके करिते प्रचर रसिक शेखर कृष्ण परम करुण এই দুই হেতু হইতে ইচ্ছার উদ্গম। Why he distance himself? To kill the demons, to establish dharma, to protect these things Krishna can do even without coming here. By his desire, by his supreme will, everything is possible. He doesn't have to come. We heard in the bhajan how Krishna is wandering in the forest of Vrindavan. Even there is so many thorns, stones, pebbles, and Krishna is walking over that. Being Supreme Lord, why he is doing this? That Krishna whom with meditation somebody cannot catch, even Lord Brahma, Shiva, Ganesh, all demigods, it's difficult. And that Krishna is playing in the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj. You can see in Vrindavan we sang the bhajans. Krishna in bank of Jamuna, in the courtyard of Nanda Maharaj, and that Krishna is present in Vrindavan everywhere. Why it is sense? Now it is very, very mysterious. Yes, Sukadeva Goswami is telling, Anugrahaya Bhaktanam. It is special mercy. Manusi Tanvasritam Krishna does this Himal-like pastime. Because why doing these pastimes? Krishna appears in this world with his associates. So Parsada Suyadhama Saha Avatari, with his own associates, his own father, mother, Sri Nanda Jasoda, his own friends, Sudam Subal Madhumangam, his own concerts, Gopis, Srimati Radhika, all his associates, and his abode, Vrindavan Dham, Sri Vrindavan, all the Dwadasabhan, 12 forests, Sri Giriraj Govardhan, Yamuna, Banshivat, Sebakund, Nidhivan, all, Kamyavan, everywhere. All the whole Dham he brings here, descends here. Why? Because he is doing these pastimes. So that devotees, if Krishna will not do pastimes, then which katha will discuss? Which pastimes? We now sang so many kirtans. Maybe if the whole night we will sing, then so many bhajans are there, even 2-3 days continuously sing, then we will not complete. So many songs are there. I have sung for Gurudev many kirtans, different languages. These are only Braj kirtans, Gaudiya kirtans, Bengali Gaudiya kirtans, Sanskrit kirtans, Odissi versions, Odissi kirtans are there. So Krishna's glories are unlimited. So Krishna does these pastimes so that we can discuss the pastime, we can hear the pastimes. And hearing what will happen? If you hear these pastimes from qualified Vaishnavas, then one greed will come in our heart. I'm giving one glimpse. नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानं यशोदाभियोलुखलाधावमानं परमेष्टमाता ततुदृतगोप्या नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम् इति दृक्सुलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वगसनिमजन्तमाख्यापयन्तम् तदीयसितागेषु भक्तैर्जितात्वं पुनः प्रेमतस्तं सतवृत्तिवन्दे नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपं लसत्कुण्डलं गोकुले व्रजमानम्. In Vrindavan, that Krishna who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, what he is doing? Today he is afraid of Mother Yashoda. He has done some notorious activities. He is very, very naughty Krishna. 2.5 years old. He is running in fear of Mother Yashoda. Yashoda bhiyolu udkhalat bhavamanam. And Mother Yashoda caught him red-handed. Gopis complaining, Maya, your darling son is very naughty now, stealing our makhan. Not only that, he is breaking our pots. And he untying our cups and drinking all the milk. When we go into milk, not a drop of milk is there. And babies are sleeping, he pinching the babies and making them cry. And we cannot do any other activities. If he entering our house, he find that makhan is very, very high and he cannot get, then he pass urine there and then come. Krishna is very, very naughty. Mother Yashoda thinking, is really Krishna naughty? Really stealing makhan? In her house, Mother Yashoda had 900,000 cows. There is not scarcity of makhan, butter, milk, yogurt, rabdi. Why Krishna is going? This is Krishna's sweet pastimes. Krishna is going to steal makhan, not only that, stealing their heart. This is Krishna's pastime. That today Krishna is afraid because Mother Yashoda found Krishna stealing makhan in his own house. And jumping from this grinding mortar, with this pastime only will take 1 week. It's few sentences. Jumping from the grinding mortar, Krishna is running. And Mother Yashoda running after Krishna. Krishna is running, Mother is. And Krishna is not running straight. Krishna is running zigzag. Like this way and that way. And Mother is like middle-aged and fat. How Mother cannot run, but Mother is determined, today I will catch him. How naughty I will punish him. Yashoda bhiyal khalad bhavama. And the earrings are swinging, as if the earrings kissing the cheeks of Krishna. Beautiful Krishna. And Krishna is naked, only 2 years old boy. Yashoda bhiyal khalad paramistadritya tatadritya gopya. And Krishna, who can catch Krishna? Krishna is Supreme Lord and he is running. Whose speed is more faster than Krishna? Oh, Mother Yashoda's speed is faster than Krishna. If your speed is not faster than Krishna's speed, then you can never catch Krishna. That is the devotion. Although Krishna is supremely independent, nobody can bind him. Te ajitopi jita trailokyam. In Bhagavatam, Kapil Dev saying, he is unconquerable in three worlds, but is conquerable by the love of his devotees. Sada muktopi baddhasvi bhaktena sneharajubhi. Mother Jasoda, because of the Vatsalya prem, so high class love Mother Jasoda. Mother Jasoda could catch Krishna. Not only caught Krishna, she wanted to bind Krishna. And finally she bound Krishna in the rope of love. And such a way Krishna was bound by Mother Jasoda. He is being Supreme Lord. He is doing these sweet pastimes in Vrindavan, so that devotees will relish these pastimes. When we hear this pastime, when our Gurudev was speaking this pastime, Damodar Leela, for a whole month, all devotees, those who are present at that time, they directly feel as if they see Krishna. Those who are advanced devotees, they see Krishna, Damodar. Gurudev's glory is this. Sri Krishna Leela Kathane Sudaksham. His pranam mantra. Sri Krishna Leela Kathane Sudaksham Audarja Madhurja Gunesha Yuktam. Baram Barenyam Purusan Mahantam Narayanam Tam Sirasa Namah. This is Gurudev's pranam mantra. Sri Krishna Leela Kathane Sudaksham. He was so expert. The Gurudev used to go with us in pastime, all the places of Vrindavan, and he used to speak pastimes. So expert in speaking the pastimes. When you hear the glories of Krishna's pastime from the qualified Vaishnavas, then greed will come in your heart. One day desire will come, when I can become like Mother Jasoda. When can I get the opportunity to be like Mother Jasoda? Can I bind Krishna like this and do so much affection to Krishna like Mother Jasoda, motherly affection? I want to become like Mother Jasoda. When you hear the pastimes of Sudam, Subal, Madhumangal, oh, greed will come. When that day will come, I can become like the friends of Krishna. Or when the gopis pastime we hear from Venu Gita, Gopi Gita, Jugala Gita, Brahmar Gita, Ras, Leela, all this confidence of pastime, when you hear from the qualified Vaishnava, the greed will come when I can become like Gopi. When you hear the glories of Radharani, Jat Kinkari Subhausa Kaluka Kuvani, Nityam Parasya Purusasya Sikhanda. When you hear the glories of Radharani and her maid servants, how Krishna is eternally bound, then greed will come in the heart that when I can serve Srimati Radhika, Radha Dasya. So this is greed. And when you develop this greed, then you will do bhajan. Bhajate tat drusi krida yastrutva tat paro bhavet. This is why Krishna appears. Sukadeva Goswami is saying that one will be engaged in the Rag Marg Bhakti. This is simple words of Kaviraj Goswami saying, Madhurya Leela Prema Rasa Nirjasa Karita Aswadan. Not only Krishna making us release all the jiva, Krishna himself releasing his own sweetness. If Krishna is eating, once Krishna is eating makhan, Mother Jasoda give a lona. Lona means a ball of makhan, making, and Krishna eating. And Krishna is playing in the courtyard, in the Nanda Bhavan in Gokul. And Gokul there is 84 khamba, 84 jeweled pillars. King Bajranam established Gokul, but the original Gokul was all this, made of the gems. It is so polished. Krishna saw the reflection. Krishna saw another boy, beautiful boy. He has also makhan in his hand. And he is also eating like I am eating, he is also eating. And Krishna came close to the pillar and saw that boy also coming close to me. Krishna is thinking, a very beautiful boy, I should make friendship with him. But Krishna asking him, shaking his head, and he is also shaking his head. Exactly like me, such a beautiful boy. I am eating also, he is eating. But he is naughty. I am asking, what is your name? He is also telling, what is your name? He is a naughty boy. Then Mother Jasoda is watching. Jasoda came told, Lala, this is your reflection. And Krishna became ashamed, came to the lap of Mother. When Krishna saw that reflection, there are many pastimes, Rupa Goswami Pad explaining in Lalit Madhav. Krishna saw his reflection and Krishna became attracted. Krishna became so attracted. Oh, such sweetness I have. How can I release my own sweetness? Only seeing the beauty, this is my own beauty, I don't know. Swadya janad bhuta madhurima kidrusam ba madhiya. Subdhamdar Goswami is saying, Swadya janad bhuta madhurima, what is the wonder of my own sweetness, my madhurya? I want to release that sweetness. Kidrusova madhiya, my sweetness, I want to release. How I can release? He's thinking. Ekali Radhika Aswada Sakali, only Srimati Radharani is releasing my sweetness to complete fully extent. That's why Krishna desired not only makes everybody release but himself. He wants to release his own sweetness. Also the sweetness of his devotees, his own sweetness. Premarasa nirjasa karite aswadana, raga marga bhakti loke karite pracharan. To release the essence of his sweetness and to preach the raga marga bhakti. What is raga marga? The associates of Krishna's associate, Nanda, Jasoda, Gopis, Sakha, all the associate Vrindavan, they are moved. How they love Krishna. They have spontaneous love for Krishna. And that is called Raga. Krishna wants that all my jiva, all the living entities this planet, they should understand it, they should see this, they should hear about this. If I will not descend here, how this will be preached? How they will know this is such thing existing? They all will love me like this. And I will do pastimes with everyone. All the jiva. This is his mercy. Raga marga bhakti loke karite pracharan. He has two special qualities, Krishna. Rasika Shekhara is the crest jewel of all the Rasika. Param Karuna, supremely merciful. Ei dui hetu haite ichhar udgam. That's why he appeared here. This is Krishna's. In brief, I told about Krishna, why Krishna appears. Not only any other external reasons, although there is so many other causes are there, but this is the main cause. Krishna performs his wonderful pastimes here. But you see in Srimad Bhagavatam, it is described that when Krishna appeared, although this is very, very intimate things what I told, but the external reason why Krishna appeared. At the end of Dwapara Yuga, there are so many powerful demons, and these demons, by their burden, by their torture, by their sinful activities, Mother Earth was feeling so much pain. She could not tolerate. And she came to Lord Brahma. That please help me. I cannot tolerate the burden of these demons. Big, big demons. Kansa, Sisupala, Jarasandha, Dantavaka, so many big, big demons. Please save me. Lord Brahma, taking Mother Earth with other demigods, went to his own worshipable Lord. Who is the worshipable Lord of Brahma? Is Garbhodan Sai Vishnu. Lord Brahma with other demigods, with Mother Earth, came to the bank of milk ocean. Kshirasagar. Then Garbhodan Sai Vishnu started to offer prayers to Garbhodan Sai Vishnu, his Lord, worshipable Lord. And Garbhodan Sai Vishnu Lord told that very soon I will appear in the Yadu dynasty. It's good news. And he ordered all the demigods, through Brahma he ordered that all should different demigods and demigoddesses, they should take birth in Gokul, different places, to assist me in his pastimes. This is how this is described in Bhagavatam. And after that, Krishna will appear. But there are some, our Guru Maharaj has explained different, in other incarnations, different other reasons are connected, external cause, but we need to know that Sutapa and Prishni, to fulfill their desire. Who was Sutapa and Prishni? Prishni was the one Prajapati, and his wife was Sutapa. In Swayambhuva Manvantara, they had a desire that they want to, when Lord Brahma gave them order to create praja, to expand the progeny, they started to do very severe austerity. Very severe austerity. In their mind they heard, we want Supreme Lord to be our son. This such austerity, thousands of years. Details are, Guru Maharaj tells very details. Thousands of years, such severe austerity. And Lord Vishnu appeared. He told that, what boon you want? We want you we want a son like you. 3 times they asked. Lord Vishnu told, Tathastu, Tathastu, Tathastu. So in 3 lifetimes, Bhagavan appeared as their son. In same life, as Sutapa and Prishni, Lord Vishnu appeared as Prishni Garuda. And again, Sutapa and Prishni became Kashyapa Aditi. And when incarnated Kashyapa Aditi, the parents, the father and mother of the demigods, Aditi, mother of demigods, Kashyapa Rishi. As their son, he appeared as Lord Vamandev, Upendra. Lord Upendra. Become the younger brother of Indra and saved the demigods. Especially his pastimes we heard that he came to Bali Maharaj and asked for 3 steps of land, then conquered everything. At last he gave the whole universe to demigods. He tricked Bali Maharaj, also he showered mercy on Bali Maharaj. And when the so many things are connected, and then another incarnation, they appeared as Vasudeva and Devaki. 3 lives, and their Lord Krishna appeared as their son. And then another reason is there to fulfill the desire of Drona and Dhara. They were, Drona was the one Vasu, and his wife was Dhara. They also did so much austerity to Lord Brahma. They were praying to Lord Brahma. Lord Brahma became pleased that they want Supreme Lord to be our son. Lord Brahma told that in the end of Dwapar Yuga, you will appear as Sri Nanda and Jasoda, and Krishna will be your son. Krishna will be born as your son. But actually, Nanda and Jasoda, they are eternal parents of Krishna. But Drona and Dhara, they merged in the body of Nanda and Jasoda, so that they could get the affection, parental affection towards Krishna. Actually, Nanda and Jasoda, they are eternal father and mother of Krishna. Then another reason, when Lord Ram's incarnation, when Lord Ram was in forest for 14 years to keep the words of his father, to keep the truth for the prestige of his father, that time the demon Ravan kidnapped Sita Maya. At that time, Lord Ram made friendship with Sugriv, and his Banar Sena, his monkeys army, they helped Lord Ram to fighting against Ravana. But at that time, Lord Ram had nothing to give these monkeys. They themselves maintained. Lord Ram was the commander-in-chief, but he could not provide their food, shelter, nothing. The monkeys maintained themselves and fight for Lord Ram, serve Lord Ram. Lord Ram was indebted. And to repay that debt, when he appeared as Krishna, then he was stealing makhan, stealing butter and feeding these monkeys. And he repaid the debt. The next cause is to fulfill the desire of Shrupanakha. In Ram Avatar, Ram Lila, Lord Ram in Chitrakoot, Lord Ram, Lakshman and Sita. Ravana's sister Shrupanakha, she was flying in the sky and found very beautiful Rajkumar, very beautiful. Oh, I am to marry. She became too very beautiful for her and came approached Lord Ram. Oh, I want to marry. Please accept. You are very youthful, very beautiful. I want to accept you as my husband. She took very beautiful for her. Lord Ram told, not possible. My wife is there, I am married, and in this life only I marry, never marry second. But my younger brother, Lakshman, he is single, his wife is not here. If you approach him, if he can help you. Then Lakshman told, you see, I am the servant of my brother. If you marry me, then you have to become maid servant of my brother and my bhabi, my sister-in-law. You want to do. Then again she went to approach Lord Ram and told that, for this ugly women, you are neglecting me. Surpankhana telling, for the goddess, I will now finish her, I will eat. Surpankhana wanted to kill Sita Maya. At that time Lord Ram glanced to Lakshman. Lakshman understood. And Lakshman immediately took his sword and cut the nose and ears and made her ugly. Why did Lord Ram did this? Because anybody comes to Krishna or Lord Ram, please accept me. I accept you as my husband. Lord Ram accepted. Our Acharya Gurudev tells that Lord Ram accepted Surpankhana. That's why he made her ugly so that nobody will marry her. That Surpankhana was born as the Kubja in Mathura and became like a hunchback lady, and nobody would marry her. When Lord Krishna came, Krishna and Baladev, before killing Kansa, when they were wandering in the city of Mathura, they saw Kubja. And Krishna addressed her, oh beautiful lady, beautiful princess, like this. Krishna jokingly addressed her. And Krishna, in one hand, Krishna hold the chain and lifted, in one hand he pressed the feet and made Kubja straight. By the touch of Krishna, Kubja became very, very beautiful. And Krishna came to her palace and fulfilled her desire. This pastime of Surpanakha's desire was fulfilled. Then another cause is, he fulfilled the desires of the golden Sitas. You know, when Lord Ram banished Sita for second time. First time was fire test in Ravan's. And second time, because the Ayodhya Vasi residents of Ayodhya, some of them had doubt about the chastity of Goddess Sita. For the sake of the citizens, to keep the image of the Goddess Sita, to following the Raj Dharma, the Dharma of a king, then what he did, Lord Ram banished Sita, sent Lakshman to banish, sent to forest. Don't disturb. At that time, Lord Ram wanted to do Ashwamedha Yajna under guidance of Guru Vasishtha. And then suggestion, without wife, without the queen, how you can do Ashwamedha Yajna? O Ram, you have to accept, marry again. Lord Ram told, no. In this life, I will never marry again. Only Sita in my life, not second wife. Then from Shastra, Guru Vasishtha suggested they have to make golden Sita. We have to install the deity of Sita, and that deity can be representing Goddess Sita for this Ashwamedha Yajna. For thousands of times, Lord Ram performed this Yajna. And each time one golden Sita was made. But because it was installed by Lord Ram himself, they were alive. They all looked like Sita. And they had attraction for Lord Ram. They had same mood like Sita. But in Lord Ram's incarnation, Lord Ram could not fulfill that desire. They all were born as gopis, and Krishna, Lord Ram, in the form of Krishna, fulfilled that desire in Ras Leela. And next cause is that Janakpuri Raj Kanyas, the princess of Janakpuri. When Lord Ram came to this in the coronation ceremony, Swayamvar of Goddess Sita, at that time Lord Ram broke that Shivadhanu to the end, and then Sita accepted Lord Ram as his husband. At that time, all the young girls, Sita's friends, all these palace, they were all attracted to Lord Ram. They wanted Lord Ram to be their husband. Lord Ram would not be able to fulfill their desire. All these princesses, they born as gopis, and Lord Ram fulfilled their desire. Krishna performed Ras Leela with them. The rishis of Dandakaranya forest. When Lord Ram was in the forest searching for Goddess Sita, at that time he came to Dandakaranya. In Dandakaranya, so many rishis, they were doing austerity. They are doing sadhana in Gopal mantra, Krishna mantra. As a mood of gopis, they are doing bhajan. And they were in a perfection stage. Lord appeared there. The immediate Lord Rama came there. The immediate they were attracted Lord Ram as their husband. But Lord Ram accepted them and told them, in Krishna's incarnation, I will fulfill your desire. All the Dandakaranya rishis, they were born as gopis, and their desire were fulfilled in Ras Leela. Next one is Lakshmanaji was engaged in such seva, like in the fire test Agni Pariksha. Lord Ram accepted. Before accepting Sita, he wanted that Sita Maya should pass this fire test. Then he ordered Lakshman to prepare the fire. It was very painful for Lakshman, because Sita Maya was like a mother, Bhabi and mother. How can he do this? Because brother's order he had to follow. Second time again, Lord Ram sent Lakshman to leave Sita in forest. That was very, very painful. After that, Lakshman expressly desired, oh brother, in next incarnation I will never become your younger brother. I want to be your elder brother. And he fulfilled his desire. In Krishna, Baladev Prabhu born as the elder brother. He is Lakshman. And in Bali Maharaj, when Lord Vaman Dev came, the next cause is the desire of Bali's Maharaj's daughter Ratnamalas was fulfilled. Who was Bali Maharaj? When Vaman Dev came, a very beautiful young Brahmin boy. He was born as the younger brother of Indra. He came to save the demigods, Devatas. And then taking the form of a Brahmin young boy, taking the begging, bhiksha, umbrella, kamandalu. And then he came straight to the Yajna-sala of Bali Maharaj under guidance of Sukracharya. Bali Maharaj doing Yajna. This was the last Yajna. If that Yajna will be successfully complete, they will get the post of Indra. To save the demigods, Lord Vaman Dev came there. And then he asked bhiksha. And although Sukracharya prohibited, told, oh, don't give, he is Lord Vishnu. Bali Maharaj, because of mercy of Prahlad Maharaj in his dynasty, pure intelligence came. He promised to give a Bhiksha. Whatever you ask, I will fulfill your desire. I will not leave you empty-handed. That time, Bali Maharaj's daughter, Ratnamala, was watching. She was really attracted towards Bamandev. How I want a son like this, such beautiful. I want him like my son. If he'll be my son, I will give so much affection. So this was the affection of a desire of a Ratnamala. And then after that, when Bamandev asked for 3 steps of land and took everything in one moment, everything it took from Bali Maharaj. All the kingdom of this heaven, everything. That time Ratnamala became very angry. If I will have a son like this, so cruel, I will give poison. I will give poison milk and kill that son. This desire is a demon. Suddenly they can have this type of nature. And that Ratnamala became Putana in Krishna's incarnation, and Krishna fulfilled her desire and purified her, gave the destiny of her mother. The next cause is the deliverance of Jaya and Vijay. You know, in Shetadeep, when the 4 Kumaras, 4 sons of Lord Brahma, Sanaka, Sanandana, Sanatana, Sanat Kumar, they came to have darshan of Lord Narayan. The Jaya Vijay, they were the doorkeepers, and they stopped them. Now Lord Narayan is resting, but they wanted to go. They were very, very young, 5-year naked boys. They never grow old. So at that time, because they became angry, they stopped and they cursed. This was all arranged desire of Krishna, desire of Lord Narayan. They cursed, you should become the demons. You should become demons. They were servants of Lord Narayan. Started to cry, approached. The Lord Narayan came there. Lord, please save our life. Without serving you, how can we survive? Lord Narayan told that you have to, if you want to, I can alter this course. If you want to born as devotees, you have to go to the material world. We want to remain as devotees, then after 7 lifetimes you can come back to me. But if you remain as demons, as they caused you, in 3 lifetimes, you can come back. This was the desire of Lord Narayan. They became demon. To deliver them, the Bhagavan delivered them in 3 different incarnations. The first appeared as Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu. A Hiranyaksha was delivered by Lord Varahadev in Varaha incarnation. And Hiranyakashipu was delivered by Lord Narsingadev, Narsinga incarnation. Hiranyakashipu. Then Ravan, Kumbhakarna, Jaya Vijay, they were born as Ravan and Kumbhakarna. And they were delivered by Lord Ravan. And then third birth was Sisupal Dantabhakra. And they were delivered by Lord Krishna himself. Because the third birth, Lord Krishna and Krishna incarnation, they were delivered. So this is the different cause. Paritranaya sadhunam vinasaya duskritam. To deliver the devotees and to destroy the demons and to be merciful. Like as I told, Anugrahaya Bhaktanam Manasi Tanvasritam Bhajate Tadrusi Kida Yasrutva Tatpuru Bhavet. This is the main cause, or the cause why Krishna appeared. When Lord Krishna, before he appeared, before his birth, some pastime is there. We'll listen brief. Who was Devaki? Who was Vasudev? Kansa. Mathura was the capital of both kings, Surasen and Ugrasen. And Ugrasen's brother was Devaka. And his daughter was Devaki. And Ugrasen's own son was Kansa. And Surasen's son was Vasudeva. Surasen was the father and son was Vasudeva. And there was marriage was arranged, Surasen's son and Ugrasen's brother's daughter, Devaki, their marriage. And at that time, Kansa was like brother. He was driving the chariot. And Kansa was that demon. When Kansa is driving the chariot, because this is the pretext why Krishna will appear. Krishna told that, Lord Vishnu that, actually, when the Brahma and demigods headed by Mother Earth, Brahma was praying, that time Garbhodasha Vishnu told, my Lord will appear. His worshipable Lord Krishna will appear. With taking with complete all opulence and Purna Kala, with complete form. So this is the pretext. So then, when they are going in a chariot, Vasudeva and Devaki, and there Kansa is driving the chariot. In the middle of on the way, Ariel voice, "O Kansa, O stupid Kansa, to which sister you are carrying, you are driving? The 8th child of that Devaki will be the cause of your death. He will kill you." The Kansa was a demon. Immediately demonic quality came. Who is sister, who is mother? Immediately took the sword out, wanted to kill Devaki. He wanted that there should not be any. If Devaki will not be alive and no son will be born, nobody will be born, and I will become immortal. He told that to Vidhata, this Ariel voice, demigods, I will make it untruth. I will make it false. I will prove it. I am Kansa. So arrogant. But Vasudeva, Daiva, it is arrangement of providence, nobody can change. And Vasudeva was very intelligent. Vasudeva immediately begged Kansa, hold his feet. Oh brother Kansa, this is not proper. Vasudeva applied all Sam, Dam, Danda, Bheda, all 4 ways. How to convince Kansa? He told that, don't kill his own sister. In the day of marriage, people will condemn you. And you will have very, very bad name. How you can be ruled in future, your future king. Like this, Vasudeva Maharaj tried to convince Kansa. And the Kansa, in one condition, Kansa was pacified. Each son, Vasudeva Maharaj promised, each son, anybody will born from Devaki, I will bring to you. Then you can do. But don't kill Devaki. You can do anything you like. After that, when the first son was born, that time Vasudeva Maharaj birth. Seeing the beautiful baby Kansa, mercy came because his uncle. He did not kill. Oh, I have no enmity with this baby. Eighth child you bring, I'm not worried now. What this innocent baby can do to me. The Kansa released him. In the meantime, because if the eighth child will not be born, and then how? If Kansa will not kill the child, then how Krishna's pastime will happen? Narad Muni came to Kansa. Narad Muni told, "Oh Kansa, what is going on?" Then Kansa explained that Narad Muni was such great devotee, even demons they accept him as Guru because he helps them such a way that they will be destroyed. But demons they cannot understand that Narad Muni is playing tricks with them. He told, "Oh Kansa, how come we release?" Oh, Kansa told, "I have fear from the eighth child, not from the first one." Then Narad Muni explained, in a wheel, from any place you count, first, second, the any point can be the eighth point. In the 5 fingers, if you count from which finger, the last finger will be 5. The remaining finger. So it is like Narad Muni convinced him and told, if you leave now this son of Devaki, when the 8th son will be born, if you want to kill that 8th child, then all the children will be big at that time. They together will attack you, kill you. The Kansa was convinced, started to kill one after another. And in the seventh womb, Baladev Prabhu appeared. Then Baladev Prabhu appeared. Then Bhagavan Krishna ordered that Yogamaya to extract that womb and establish it in the womb of Mother Rohini. Rohini was another wife of Vasudeva Maharaj. In fear of Kansa, she was staying in Nandagram, in the Nanda Maharaj's house. So Rohini Maya was pregnant same time, and here Krishna ordered Yogamaya to extract the womb of Devaki, Baladev Prabhu, and Baladev Prabhu is the Dham Swarup. He prepared the sajja, the place for Krishna will appear there. Then in proper moment, Lord Krishna was there. Krishna came to the womb. Then all the auspicious symptoms appeared. All the demigods came there. They started to offer prayers. Satyabratam Satyaparam Trisatyam Satyasya Joning Nihita Cha Satye Satyasya Satyamruta Satyanetram Satyatmakam Tvam Saranam Praparana. They offered prayers. When Krishna came in the womb of Devaki, the demigods are praying, Lord Brahma is praying, "O Lord, you are Satya Sankalpa. You are the Satya Sankalpa. Anything you want, it happens. And Satya is the truth, is the topmost sadhana to establish you, to attain you. And for atheist, you are not available. Atheist cannot achieve you. Before creation, after annihilation, At the time of the creation, existence of the material world, you are eternally present always. That's why you are the supreme absolute truth. You are the root of all the creation. You are the root tattva, truth of the creation. You are the cause of earth, water, fire, air and ether sky. You are the real cause of everything. You present as super soul in every element. You are equipoised to everyone. And your order, everybody obey. You have to follow your order. You are the embodiment of truth personified. That's why we are surrendered to you. Like you have incarnated, like fish incarnation, Matsya avatar, Haigrib incarnation, Tortoise incarnation, Lord Narsimdev incarnation, Barahadev incarnation, Hansa incarnation, Swan incarnation, Lord Ram incarnation, Parsuram and Vaman, they all the incarnation. You always protected us, protected all the three worlds. Similarly, this time you have appeared to remove the burden of the earth. O Jadunandan, we are worshipping your lotus feet. After that, the demigod started to pray to Devaki Mata. The Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself is present in your womb. Therefore, you should not be afraid at all for cancer. And this son very soon will kill cancer. Demigod son. Then after that, Krishna appeared from the womb of Devaki. He appeared first as a baby, and immediately he appeared in 400 form, and he reminded them their previous birth. And then Vasudeva and Devaki started to offer their prayers to the Lord. Then he, because to fulfill that desire, they wanted the Supreme Lord to be their son. Then from 400 form again he became like a baby. At that time he ordered, take me crossing river Yamuna, you take me to Gokul and exchange me the daughter of Nanda Maharaj. You have to do it. In Bhagavatam, very nice description is given in how Vasudeva Maharaj, by the arrangement of Yogamaya, and they were tied with chain, all the locks opened, the doors of the opened, all the guards, gatekeepers, they were in deep sleep. There was heavy rain, it was midnight, heavy rain. And to protect the baby Krishna from the rain, the Baladev Prabhu appeared as a Sesadev and following like umbrella to Krishna. Then there was so much flood in Yamuna. Vasudeva Maharaj thinking, how will he cross the Yamuna? So much flood, he cannot. Then so many explanations are there. Vasudeva Maharaj saw that one jackal is walking over the river. Then he is thinking that why I cannot walk. He started to walk inside. And in the middle of Jamuna's river, the flow, the waves increased. And Vasudeva Maharaj was fully drowned. Actually, Jamuna Maharani, Jamuna Devi wanted to touch the feet of Krishna. After touching Krishna's feet, again the waves down. Vasudeva Maharaj crossed Yamuna, and then in Nanda Bhavan, Mother Jasoda is fully unconscious. Everything, nobody knows. And then he brought the baby, and Vasudeva Maharaj saw one baby girl was born, and took him and brought back. And Kansa next morning got news. Oh, the 8th child is born, what a girl. So Kansa thought maybe the demigods, devatas, they have done tricks with me. Kansa came with sword and wanted to kill that baby. And that girl slipped from the hand of Kansa and kicked the head of Kansa and went to sky, took the form of Durga. He told that, "Oh stupid Kansa, who will kill you already has taken birth. He is in Gokul." Told like this. And Kansa was so much bewildered. So now question comes here, how come everybody thinks that Krishna is this is how it is generally explained like this. If Krishna is born, Krishna is the son of Maharaj Vasudeva and Devaki, how come Krishna is the only Mother Jasoda, is not Mother Jasoda's son? And only Mother Jasoda, only like foster mother of Krishna. Only looked after, caretaker, not real mother. But this is completely, absolutely wrong. Our Goswamis, they have given, our Guru Maharaj had given so much explanation about this, that actually Krishna is the son of Nanda Maharaj. He is not son of Vasudeva Devaki. So this is really controversial. Krishna is whose son? Nanda Jasoda's son or Vasudeva Devaki's son? So here I am clarifying this doubt. Sukadeva Goswami Bhagavatam very clearly saying, Nandastu Atmaja Utparne Jata Lhado Mahamanaha. Nandastu Atmaja Utparne. There was Jata Karma Sanskar. There is no mention that in the jail of Kansa, when Krishna was born, the Jata Karma, like the embryonical cord, should be cut. That sanskar was not done there. But here clearly mentioned, when Jasoda gave birth to child, Krishna, that embryonical cord was cut. Jata Karma. And Nanda Maharaj was so blissful, and his own son was born. Sukadeva Goswami's own words. It is never mentioned that Vasudeva's own son was born. So how to reconcile this? Actually, Krishna was born at the same time, both places. You should understand, Jiva Goswami Pad has clarified this. Krishna was born at the same time in the jail of Kamsa, Vasudeva and Devaki. Same time he was born from the womb of Mother Jasoda. And Mother Jasoda gave birth to twins, one baby girl and son both. It is very clearly mentioned that he is be born as a brother of Jagmaya. And there when Vasudeva Maharaj came, brought Vasudeva Krishna. At that time, we placed Vasudeva Krishna immediately. Vasudeva Krishna merged with Nandan Krishna. This is the mystery. Another explanation Acharyas have given, that when the 400 form appeared before Nanda and Vasudeva and Devaki, that time, same time Krishna was already born here in Nanda and Yashoda's house. That time when they prayed, offering prayers to fulfill the desire, Krishna wanted to become the baby form. At that time Jogamaya showed them that form from Gokul, brought him there. So these few explanations are given. And when that Krishna, when Vasudeva Maharaj was carrying in Jamuna, that time the Vasudeva Krishna remained in Jamuna and Nandan went to Gokul. So like this, many ways our Acharyas have given explanation, but our Siddhanta is that our Acharya explained that Krishna actually is born from the womb of Mother Yashoda. He is Yashoda Kulala. He is not a Vasudeva. He only Aishwarya Prakash, but actually own parents, own father, mother is Nanda Yashoda. Now Krishna is born. Now we'll sing one Krishna's birth song, Jiva Shyam Lala. Then we'll do the Abhishek of Krishna. Somebody should hold the curtain when bringing the deities. First hold the curtain and then change their cloth to white cloth. So, Krishna is born in Gokul. Now sing the birth song. Then we'll do the Abhishek. Jai Nandanandan Krishna Chandra ki jai, Jai Nanda Lala ki jai, Jai Jashoda ko Lala ki jai, Janmashtami Tithi Maha Mahotsav ki jai, Jai Vishwanandini Srimati Radha Rani ki jai, Nitai Gaur Premanande Hare Hare Bol. The Brajavasi, all the elderly gopis, the coward men, they came to see Krishna. They saw Krishna is a black boy, blackish boy, but he has a turban, yellow turban. Maya Yashoda has bound yellow turban, the head of Krishna, very beautiful baby, Nanda Lala, and gopiyon se pad gaya wo bala. All the gopis, now from that day, whole Gokul became restless. Now when Krishna is crying, then the Bua, the sister of Nanda Maharaj, Sunanda Bua, coming pacifying Lala, don't cry, don't cry. You have so many sweets, tomorrow will be Nanda Utsav. Devotees will prepare kheer, jalebi, puri, laddu. And there will be festival in the house of Nanda Maharaj. In this festival, our Paragurudev Prabhupada was born in Nanda Utsav. Tomorrow is his birthday and it will be Nanda Utsav festival. Then Charman Kale Palna. In Palna, Krishna is lying sleeping and all coming to see Krishna. And Brajavasis, they are giving blessings one after another, giving gift to Krishna and going. You should all will come and give different gifts what you like, toy, horse, cows, deers, all toys give to Krishna. Krishna is not baby,